The Rangers made a shocking move and fans are livid. This has major implications on the team as we enter the start of free agency. How will the Blue Shirts fill that void and what are their plans moving forward? I break it down here in just a moment. Welcome back to another sizzling edition of Rangers Digest. It is great to be back with you guys on this beautiful Tuesday, the 1st of July. And guys, we are just a few hours away from the free agency frenzy officially starting. But guys, we got some mind-boggling news to start the morning here for the Rangers. But guys, before I break down that mind-boggling news, a quick reminder that about 77% of you that currently watch these videos are unsubscribed. So what are you guys doing? Please hit that free subscribe button down below so you can stay up to date with everything New York Rangers. But not only that, folks, you can be part of something special here at Rangers Digest, and we really do appreciate the support. But guys, let's hop right into the video. We got some mind-boggling news. A Brooks bomb late last night to start this free agency frenzy. Let's get right into it. Larry Brooks very in touch with the New York Rangers late last night. Rangers did not qualify Zac Jones or Arthur Kaliyev per source. Kaliyev is no surprise, guys. But when it comes to Zac Jones, this is surprising. Rangers fans, including myself, are absolutely pissed. And the reason Rangers fans are upset about this is because we can see the writing on the wall. We are no dummies. We understand what Sleepy Drury's plans are here when it comes to that left-handed defenseman. And looks like he is content moving on from Zac Jones and also content playing Carson Soucy for whatever reason that might be. I said it in a prior video that Chris Drury is the leader of the Carson Soucy fan club. The guy stinks. And let's not forget, Chris Drury moved heaven and earth to get this player. Let's move right along, guys. From Brendan Azoff, Rangers Radio Podcast, the handling of Zac Jones, all the while trading assets for subpar defensemen, is something I never have and never will understand. Boy, Brendan, I will never understand that either. The Rangers traded some valuable assets here for a player that is terrible. Chris Drury traded a third-round pick for this player at the trade deadline, and I'd be lying to you if I said that I didn't think that there were, better production in the works from Carson Soucy. I had higher hopes when the Rangers traded for this player, but Chris Drury is not interested in moving this player while his value is low, and my rebuttal to him would simply be his value is never going to be higher. Okay? We are never going to see a better version of Carson Soucy. This is no surprise. The guy's been in the league forever. He's 30 years old. You look at the track record, there is none. This player is not good. He is trending downward. I have said it here on the channel. The Rangers need to be in the business of bringing in players on the uppity up, not downward. So that is what Carson Soucy is. He is the depreciating asset. Never really a good asset, but he is not getting any better, and I just don't understand what Sleepy Drury is doing. Paying this guy over $3 million, giving up a third-round pick. What the hell? What the damn hell are the Rangers doing? This is how we got to start free agency. I know it doesn't seem major, letting Zac Jones walk, but, bringing back Carson Soucy. Yikes. And let's get into his replacement. Let's give him a fair trial here, right? Let's give Carson Soucy a fair trial. He played 75 games this past season, a mere 13 points, big whoop-de-doo, a -11. Not surprising, the Rangers were worse when he was on the ice. And guys, just to put that into perspective, 75 games for Soucy, 13 points. Zac Jones had 11 points. You know how many games he played? 46. 29 less games and 2 less points. Like I said, I like Zac Jones' offensive upside, and I truly believe, guys, that if he got more minutes on the ice and is able to remain healthy, he has top 4 defenseman potential for the New York Rangers. And not only that, I think he's got second power play unit potential for the New York Rangers. I mentioned, look, he doesn't have an elite shot, but I mentioned that offensive potential that he has in comparison to a Carson Soucy or even an Albert Johansson, who we're going to get into here in just a moment, why he is relevant in this conversation. I like his offensive upside. I like his hockey IQ. The Rangers could use guys with more hockey IQ. You see a player like Keandre Miller, He's got all the physical tools and traits that you want, but he just can't put it together. When you look at Zac Jones, a bit undersized, but he plays physical, gritty. He's got that offensive upside. I like his hockey IQ, and I like his vision. So that's why I believe, with more minutes on the ice and with more health, this is a player that's got potential to be a top 4 defenseman for the Rangers and on that second power play unit. I don't see any future for Carson Soucy here. Chris Drury does for whatever reason. And let's not forget, folks, this player's not making 6 figures. Carson Soucy's making over $3 million. I'd much rather give that $3 million and sell it to Will Cooley, because the Rangers are getting into dangerous territory here where they can lose Will Cooley as well. And we know how putrid the Rangers have been with developing their homegrown talent. Alexei Lafreniere, Capo Caco, we can go through it. We can go through the whole 9 yards. But guys, Braden Schneider's here. Will Cooley's here. Zac Jones is here. Homegrown talents. Guys you've been able to develop into solid players. And it looks like Zac Jones is gone. Looks like Will Cooley might be gone here in just a few hours. And who knows with Braden Schneider? Who knows? I think the Rangers need to keep Zac Jones. Not going to sit here and call him a superstar. But if you're asking me if I'd rather have Zac Jones or Carson Soucy or Albert Johansson, I'm taking Zac Jones. Let's move right along, guys. We have a bomb here from Emily Kaplan late last night. She does a fantastic job on ESPN. Emily is great. She believes Vladislav Gavrikov is going to the New York Rangers to play with Adam Fox. And she has been hearing this for weeks. Guys, I don't blame Gavrikov. Rangers are a big market. He understands, his agent understands that the Rangers are desperate for a left-handed shot defenseman. They got the money to make it happen. They have a defenseman in Adam Fox who is elite. He's a righty. So Gavrikov's saying to himself, wow, I can go to a Rangers team that's solid. I could go to a team that's desperate for my services so I can make bank. And I could play with an elite right-handed defenseman. So I can see why Gavrikov wants to be a Ranger. For the Rangers, I don't get it. You know, not a Gavrikov away from winning a Stanley Cup. If you're able to justify that, great. Because if the Rangers were able to bring him in and win a Stanley Cup in a few years, I wouldn't give a damn about the back end of the contract. But what I fear is that the Rangers are going to be stuck in the middle. They're going to bring in a player like Gavrikov. They're going to have a bunch of 30-year-olds that are good players, but not good enough to get them over the hump. And the Rangers are just going to kind of be mediocre. They'll make the playoffs, but they won't be a true threat for a Stanley Cup, and they won't be bad enough to get a top draft pick. So that's what I fear. That's what I really fear for the Rangers. But like I said, in a deal for K'Andre Miller, because we know K'Andre Miller won't be back. But it looks like the Detroit Red Wings are looking to trade for him or offer sheet for him. And David Shapiro from Blue Seat Blogs, who does an excellent job, has said he said this yesterday, he expects that the Detroit Red Wings will trade Albert Johansson to the Rangers for K'Andre Miller. And guys, I don't like this move one bit. I spoke about Soucy's stats compared to Jones. Let's talk about Albert Johansson for a second, guys. In 61 games, he had 9 points. Zac Jones had more points in 15 less games. That's all I have to say. That's all I have to say. They're basically the same size. They're both lefties. I understand he's a little bit more physical, but guys, Zac Jones. If you're asking me, Zac Jones, Soucy, or Johansson, Zac Jones is the most appealing by far. But I'm curious to hear what you guys have to say. What do you guys think? Please leave your comments down below. Do you guys prefer Zac Jones, Carson Soucy, or Albert Johansson, who we could see traded here today for K'Andre Miller? Also rumors that the Red Wings might offer sheet for him instead. And if the Rangers have a decision between the offer sheet compensation, which would be a first and third round pick, or Albert Johansson, I am certainly taking the draft pick compensation, because you guys know where I stand. I want Zac Jones back over Soucy, over Johansson. But you guys leave your comments down below. We got a lot of content coming to you guys the whole week, because the rumors are going to be hot and heavy. The deals are going to be flowing. So guys, look out for some more content. We got a live stream coming your way on Wednesday. And don't forget to follow our account on X. It is at Rangers Digest YouTube, but the YouTube is abbreviated, so it is at Rangers Digest YT. Guys, one last quick reminder that if you still haven't hit that free subscribe button, hit that free subscribe button down below so you can stay up to date with everything New York Rangers. We will see you guys very shortly. Enjoy your day.